Never have I seen a control deck run 3 Rest in Pieces in the main board. So we're going to try it. This was a list that finished recently. This showed up in the MTG Goldfish top 8s. No Snapcasters, 3 Rest in Peace in the main. I have been away for a month. Let's do this. That is, if I pick the right deck. Been away for a while. Good to be back. Did not play as much Magic as I wanted to. I did try and stream from my hometown. Did not have enough bandwidth to do so, and the computer was garbage. So, month-long hiatus. Barely played any Magic. Let's do this. Played 0 Modern. Things did not bode well for our intrepid hero. Oh my god. Oh yeah, you guys probably didn't even see that first hand. Let me just adjust the screen again. Alright, I'll keep this. Ghost Quarter Bottom. Hope I don't regret that. I'm playing against Edward 40 Hands. Never play that game, kids. Opponent starts with the Thoughtseize. Takes Chart, of course, because they are not afraid of Spell Snare. That's reasonable. Welcome, new viewer, to the stream. Play a Celestial Colonnade tapped. Pass the turn. Alright. What do you got for me, opponent? Marsh Flats. We're definitely playing against some kind of Delirium. Okay, Overgrown Tomb. Opponent casts a Scooze. We'll snare it just because we have no other action. Okay, Path is good. Now if we can just top deck a Jace, we'll probably win the game. Blue-white control. Mulligan twice. Yeah. Opponent plays a Bob. Well, we can't let that live. Not when we're this far behind. Opponent gets a Forest. We reveal it. We do not reveal a Terminus. Play a land, pass the turn. Opponent plays a Liliana of the Veil. Ticks up. We discard Terminus. Why can I not chat in game? Is my account muted? I don't even talk to people on this game. I'm gonna go check. That interests me. Opponent traverses. Oh, this is some dark past, isn't it? Well, yeah. We will, we'll cast a Terminus to get rid of 1 Eternal Witness. Huh. Yeah, don't know why I can't chat in game right now, but apparently I can't. Opponent plays a Tireless Tracker, gets a clue. Draws with Tireless Trackers, clue. Ticks up Liliana. Discards Collective Brutality. So if we play Teferi, they can animate and kill it. No matter what we do. Our best bet might be to draw with it. So we're going to play Teferi this turn. And we need to either draw or tuck Liliana. I know, I'm alive! I survived my little hiatus. Good to see you, Midnight Pearl. I haven't played much Magic, so I'm going to be even rustier than usual. That's why I'm playing a deck that seems somewhat okay. Let's see. Well, we'll play Teferi. We know we're going to. I did not drink myself into a coma. I'll have to upload a couple of videos to some of the stuff that I did while I was gone. But I figured since I had time today and was feeling kind of lazy before I went to lift, I would go ahead and stream. Get back into the groove a little bit. Opponent cracks a clue with Tireless Tracker. Fires up Hissing Quagmire. Attacks Teferi, attacks us. Well, we take it. We'll draw Field of Ruin. I think we actually fire up Colonnade and attack. Hit our opponent. This is kind of small, isn't it? Someone's been messing with my setup. Opponent gets in for 8. Takes us to 7. We do not draw creature removal, and that's game. OBS messes with itself. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Okay, so versus Jund. Delirium, Rock, whatever it is. We'll call it Rock. It was only black-green. It was black-green Rock. What do we want? More Wrath seems good. Reinforcement seems decent. Maybe with the big dumb angels. Well, really what we need to do is not mulligan to 4 like the first game of me being back. Let's see. Go down 1 Teferi. Go down and opt. This doesn't feel right. I feel like I'm too threat light in this version of the deck to do that. Whatever, we'll try it. We'll play first. It's an atrociously bad hand. Alright, it's a hand. There's 3 landed cards that do things. I'll keep opt on top. Okay, opponent starts swamp. Inquisition. They can take anything they want. Probably takes rest in peace. Opponent takes spell snare. So we'll play Ghost Quarter and a rest in peace. Turn off Delirium, turn off Scooze, turn off Goif. Opponent could have Abrupt Decay, Maelstrom Pulse, or what do you call it? Assassin's Trophy. But if they Assassin's Trophy it, I would actually be extremely happy, especially because we drew a second one. Opponent has an Abrupt Decay. Alright. Sounds good, opponent. You got it. Opponent plays a swamp. Liliana. Well, let's opt. Cryptic to the bottom. Draw Glacial Fortress. Alright. Opponent makes us discard. I think we probably got to get rid of... I know, right, Neff? Good to see you back. I don't know what I get rid of here. This is what I get for not playing Magic for 4 weeks. We'll get rid of the rest in peace. No, we gotta get rid of timely reinforcements. Alright. We draw an opt. Play rest in peace. Play Glacial Fortress. We're going to discard opt here. Opponent discards a useless Tarmogoyf. Plays a Confidant. Well, that's bad. And that's also bad. Well, Miracle at Terminus. Now we just need to draw some way to answer Liliana, and we'll be good to go. Also, welcome new viewers to the stream. I'm Kano, sober, playing Blue-White Control in Modern. Stop playing good cards. I need you to not. Don't you do it. Don't do it. Okay. They didn't do it. If opponent ults, I'm going to fetch like as many basics as I can. Alright, they did not ult. Opponent gets in for 2. We take it, go to 18. We need to draw some sort of answer for this Liliana, and if we do, it's going to be amazing. I would even take Cryptic Command at this point. I thought your New Year's resolution was to stop lying. Sober. I am telling the truth. Okay, alright. Alright. Full disclosure, I had a sip of my homebrew. I had to test if it was ready, if it had fermented all the sugar away. I tasted the wort. So I guess by that metric, I'm not technically sober. Alright. I'll do this now. Hopefully we draw land. I don't want to lose half my lands. Oh, there it is. Yes, homebrew even. Homebrew's delicious. I'm currently brewing a Goes Ale, which I did some modifications to make it a high point ale. And I call it embalming fluid because it's alcohol and salt. You know, I'm going to have to discard something to Liliana. I think I'll discard a negate. Gotta use the bathtub for something. 5-gallon buckets, thank you. I am somewhat. We discard a negate. Opponent discards a Thoughtseize. We draw a Rest in Peace, which we'll play for redundancy. We're either going to discard it or we'll turn off the Abrupt Decay for something. Opponent gets a Hissing Quagmire, ticks up Liliana. We draw a Colonnade. Well, if our opponent doesn't draw a removal, we can at least stop Liliana from ulting. Have a 2-turn answer to Liliana. Opponent discards, Hand Hate. Fires up Quagmire to get in some incidental damage. We draw a Path. So hit Liliana, take her to 2. Opponent plays a Nile Spellbomb. Makes us discard our Path. And gets in for 2. We will not reveal Terminus. Fire up Colonnade. Punch Liliana. Opponent fires up Quagmire. Hits us, down to 11. If we draw a Planeswalker, I think this game's over. Well, that's not a Planeswalker. But I am going to fire off this Terminus, because we cannot let our opponent draw extra cards here. Not when we're so low on cards, aka 0 cards. Opponent fires up Quagmire. Gets in. Takes us to 9. Passes turn. We fetch. Get a Hollowed Fountain. Tapped. Untap. Draw Path. Alright. Now we might be getting somewhere. We can at least stop the bleeding, or potentially kill another Bob. Get in for 4. Take our opponent to 16. Opponent does not crack the Spellbomb. Opponent Inquisitions. Okay, fine. Fires up the Quagmire. Gets in for 2, takes us to 6. We untap. We draw another useless land. We're going to play it. Fire up the Colonnade. Get in for 4. Take our opponent to 12. Brazenly act in defiance of their supposed fatal push. Opponent plays a Thrun. Oh, that's fun. We're getting trolled. Not anymore. Terminus the troll away. Fire up the Colonnade. Hit him to 8. I think we're winning this race right now. Opponent gets in. Takes us to 4. Plays a Confidant and a land. We draw a Mind Sculptor. So we've drawn, like, what, this game? There's 1, 2, 3 terminuses in the Exile Zone. I want to brainstorm, but we definitely don't stay alive if we do that. There's, like, we'd have to hit 1, 2, 3, 4. We'd have to hit some removal spell. Or we only running? I'm not familiar with this list. How many? We're only running one timely. We'd have to hit Gideon, another Jace, a Cryptic, a Settle, a Detention Sphere. I think we have to brainstorm. I guess even if we hit an untapped land, we could. No, that's not true. All right, put back Plains, Flooded Strand, cast a really clutch timely reinforcements. All right, opponent gets one extra card. They find a Inquisition of Kozilek, which unfortunately is useless for them, and they concede. Cool. I definitely need Celestial Purge in the deck. Nobody saw that it wasn't in the deck. Don't tell anyone. Let's see. I'm definitely kind of a little threat light in this matchup, I feel. And our opponent doesn't really seem to have a way to deal with Planeswalkers, so I'm going to go bring that Teferi back in. Don't know if they would expect an Angel or not. Not sure if I should run an Angel or not. Am I running the same list I just posted? Yes, I am. Okay. Alright, that's why it looks different. Derp. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I gotta cut 2 cards. I'm gonna cut 1 negate. And another opt. Try like this. Yeah, I'll keep this. We got all our colors of mana. Our hands do stuff. Opponent starts Bauble. Cracks Bauble. Looks at our top card. Duress. Well, takes path. That's reasonable. Opponent draws a card from Mishra's Bauble. We'll play Colonnade, pass the turn. Opponent plays a Swamp. Plays a Confidant. We're going to fetch a Hollowed Fountain here, just so we have both of our colors of mana. If our opponent has a Fulminator Mage, we are probably screwed. Opponent reveals Abrupt Decay. Gets in for 2. We take it. Plays Bob number 2. Interesting. Well, we're going to wait. They're trying to dig for a land. Unfortunately, we can't terminus them this turn. So I guess we try and wait till their end step to terminus. I really didn't want him to have these draws, but there's nothing I can do about it. Opponent reveals a Maelstrom Pulse. Gets in for 4. We'll take it. Plays a Hissing Quagmire. Alright, we'll opt. We need a land. Jace to the bottom. We draw land. Let's see. Play Field of Ruin. Hold up Cryptic Command. Opponent reveals Thoughtseize and an Overgrown Tomb. They have 10 cards in hand. Opponent gets in for 4. Takes us to 7. Negate the Thoughtseize. They play an Overgrown Tomb tapped. Blind Miracle Terminus would work, but unfortunately we did not have an early enough answer for these bobs. Opponent casts a Abrupt Decay. We'll play Colonnade. If they animate, they have 6 points of damage. I don't think they have anything that can do direct damage this turn. So we're going to actually Field of Ruin, Hissing Quagmire. Play Rest in Peace. Opponent gets 2 lands. Gets in for 4. Takes us to 3. Plays a Hissing Quagmire. Each time you say Quagmire. Giggity. Opponent plays a Nile Spellbomb. Okay. Cryptic is pretty decent here. So we're going to pass turn and see if we can't get a... Alright, there's an Abrupt Decay. Opponent plays a Ghost Quarter. We'll tap their guys and draw a card. Draw an island. Opponent animates Quagmire. Gets in for 2. Ghost Quarter kind of turned off my bouncing the land plan there, which is highly unfortunate. Back when it was funny and not just gross and stupid, I agree. Like seasons 1 and 2 were like really good, and then it started to go super downhill super fast. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we don't have enough to Detention Sphere. That's game. Alright. I knew I was coming back to this rusty. That's okay. That's okay. We're learning. That's true. Simpsons was super good. Oh, man. Kind of low energy day today. I realized how terrible of a mattress I've been sleeping on. I woke up this morning and felt like I had been beaten up in my sleep. And I need a new one. That's next priority here. Next financial priority that isn't medical or house related. Still quote The Simpsons and Seinfeld. I'll still quote Simpsons Futurama. No, actually, the one that I have right now is memory foam, and it's like too dense of foam. I'm gonna have to. I have no like predispositions to any particular kind of mattress right now. I'm making no commitments. Well, this could be bait for Liliana of the Vale, which we would prefer to negate, but we drew a negate anyway, so it's cool. We're good. We're good. Alright, well let's hit this Raging Ravine. Potentially take them off red if they're not running a basic mountain. We'll get an island. They have a basic mountain. We draw a detention sphere. Unfortunately not a land, but we'll pass. Since I bought a memory foam to put on top, I like it a lot. Yep. I've slept on some pretty good memory foam mattresses. I wouldn't mind one. The mattress I was sleeping on like while I was at home in Illinois was not a memory foam mattress. It was a just a regular like spring mattress on top of a box spring, but it was so comfortable. It was like the perfect one. And if I had a way to get it out here, I would have just brought it, but I don't, unfortunately. So okay, there's a land. Land is good. Cryptic command online. Shut that notification off, actually, while I'm thinking of it. Okay. Best feeling is when you have a good sleeping place. I agree. I figured out that that's basically why I've always been grumpy and tired. It's just like, you know, well, it turns out that you don't have, like, you haven't actually slept for however long you've had this mattress. And then I went home and it was just like, oh yeah, well, it turns out. It's years old. I did already try that. I did think of that. But the mattress I was looking at is quite literally years old. And I couldn't find anything on it. We may have just resolved a Teferi with negate backup on an empty board. And I want you to know that that is my fetish. Also, welcome, Georgia Monty. I didn't greet you when you came back. I'm sorry. Thanks for showing up. Opponent takes negate. Resolves a Liliana. Plays a Treetop Village. Makes us discard. Will pitch Terminus. We have two draws to basically draw a Path to Exile effect here. We're going to resolve a Detention Sphere on Liliana. Can you... okay. Plus Teferi. Draw Field of Ruin. Alright, well that takes care of the Treetop Village. So we'll hit Liliana. Untap a couple of our lands. Opponent animates Treetop Village. Tax to Ferry. Nuke Treetop Village. Pick up an island. Opponent gets a forest. If I get a Ghost Quarter, I'm hitting this mountain. Opponent Inquisitions us, and it does nothing. Plus to Ferry 2/7. Getting into the danger zone. Play Field of Ruin. Main phase opt, because we're a baller. And get a path. Untap that island. And our opponent scoops it up. Woo! Alright. So, versus Jund. Celestial Purge, Timely Reinforcements, and... I don't know what Jund runs nowadays. Let me look up a quick Jund list really fast. Modern Jund. What do they have for Planeswalker Destruction? Do they run Dreadbores or anything in the sideboard still? They're going to bring in Fulminators against us. That's what they're going to do. Okay. In that case, I would bring in Crucible, but I think the Rest in Peace, every deck right now is so graveyard heavy, I think we're going to keep it. We're going to drop a couple opts and fire it back. I mean, yeah, this works. We'll keep. Opponent starts Blood Crypt tapped. We will not reveal Terminus. Play Hallowed Fountain tapped. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a Blackcleave Cliffs into a Confidant. We will play a Field of Ruin. We'll pass turn. We're going to hold up Mana Leak this turn. Opponent reveals an Inquisition. Fetches with Bloodstained Mire. Finds an Overgrown Tomb. Shocks it in. Inquisitions first. I'm actually going to Mana Leak that. I don't want them to know what our hand is right now. If they have another piece of hand hate, I'd rather them blow it right now. Okay. So our opponent is representing Abrupt Decay here. Otherwise, I don't think they would have shocked. They could be bluffing. We'll see. We could try and Detention Sphere to take care of the Confidant. We do need to cut off their card advantage as fast as possible. But if anything gets Abrupt Decayed, I think I want it to be this Rest in Peace. So we're going to cast Rest in Peace. And if we get Assassin's Trophy, I'm fine with that. I would actually prefer the ramp. Okay. Opponent reveals a Verdant Catacombs. They play a Bloodstained Mire. They must have a handful of lands or must be relatively threat light. There's the Fulminator. Well, let's use the mana to cast Opt. Rest in Peace to the bottom. Draw Flooded Strand. Flooded Strand's good. Okay. Play Flooded Strand. Fetch up an island. And let's Detention Sphere this Dark Confidant. We need our opponent to stop drawing cards. If they could just not, that'd be great. Opponent fetches up Stomping Grounds, plays their Verdant Catacombs they revealed last turn. Oh, mana's getting tapped. There's a Lily. We're going to discard Terminus. We draw Path. Let's play a Field of Ruin. Hit this Overgrown Tomb. Get an island. Pass to second main. We'll cast Chart, of course. We'll pitch Terminus. Okay, looks like opponent has the... Oh, it's Assassin's Trophy. Okay. We'll get a Plains. They get their guy back. But not really. And that's why Assassin's Trophy is worse than Abrupt Decay in Modern, folks. Especially versus Control. Opponent plays other Liliana. Pluses that Liliana. Ticks up Liliana of the Veil. We will discard Island. We draw an Opt. Let's Opt. Rest in Peace to the bottom. Draw Path. Pass the turn. Opponent Thought Seizes. Alright, they're going to get us Hellbent this turn, which is pretty bad considering Liliana is about to ult. Assassin's Trophy, Rest in Peace. I don't know what kind of madman our opponent is. Make us pitch the Path. I think they would have... Oh, no, I guess they can't. Okay, taken up, taken up. I really don't want to draw land. Did they not get a land? Okay. That at least lets us stop from losing half of our lands. Would like to draw and resolve a Teferi, or even a Jace would be good. Opponent drains us, ticks up. We draw a Negate, kind of a little bit uselessly too late. And there's here's the Teferi. So, if they ultimate Liliana the Last Hope, we almost certainly lose. We do have a few board wipes, so we might be able to get away with it for a little bit. But if we tick down to Fairy, we also almost certainly lose. I'm going to play Teferi and plus him. Play the land. We're probably going to lose to this Liliana ult, but if he takes it up, that will be the greediest Jund player I have ever imagined. Alright. Ultimate's Liliana. Too bad we don't have, like, Disallow in the deck. That'd be great. Opponent attacks to Fairy, takes him to 3. Get some zombies. We get a timely reinforcements. Plus to Fairy, get a path. Timely reinforcements. Pass the turn. Opponent pluses to kill a soldier. Pluses to make us discard. So we'll kill the ooze. Opponent eats Cryptic Command. Little they know we're not playing Snapcaster. Okay, they discard an Inquisition. Opponent gets in. We block and block. They get a bunch of zombies. Basically need to draw a Wrath here? I don't even think that does it. We can tuck, block, block, block. Yeah, we'll plus. Don't know if this game's over yet or not. Probably is, though. Untap, untap. Plays an Overgrown Tomb. Kills a soldier. Ultimate's Liliana. We should have animated the colonnade in response. That was a huge mistake. Not sure how relevant that's going to be, but that was a huge mistake. All right. Game 3. uh. I don't think we bring in Click. Man, my brain's melting. Let's see. What do we do versus this deck? They are running Assassin's Trophy. I think I'm fine bringing a Vendilion Click over to Teferi. And yeah, we'll do that. I think this hand's an okay keep. We'll keep it. Start Flooded Strand and pass the turn. Opponent starts Blackcleave Cliffs into Thoughtseize. Well, let's just go get a Hallowed Fountain. They can take whatever they want. Takes Detention Sphere. Play a Flooded Strand, pass the turn. Opponent plays Collective Brutality. Gonna take Path. Get another Hallowed Fountain. Draw Negate. Negate's good here. We'll play Field of Ruin. Pass the turn. Opponent Windmill slams Lily into a top deck Negate. We draw Cryptic Command, and we're just running hot. It's just top deck God right now. Praise you, top deck God. You grant me Terminus when I need it. Opponent plays a Forest. Goes for the Confidant. I will actually counter and draw. Okay, we draw Negate, which is the perfect after Teferi play, especially because our opponent only has 1 green mana and they tapped it for Confidant, meaning they probably don't have an instant speed removal spell capable of destroying Teferi this turn. On our turn, anyway. Opponent Surgical's Cryptic Command. That's fine. We draw an Opt. Play Teferi. Plus Teferi. Draw Terminus. Pass the turn, untap, untap. Opponent plays a Bloodstained Mire, plays a Confidant, and a Tarmogoyf. We gonna get that Terminus off the Opt? Yes, we are! And game. It's super effective! Plus Teferi to 6. We draw an Opt. We'll go ahead and field his, and they concede. We got there! Woo! 1-1. So for anybody who's watching, what kind of decks do you want me to play coming up? I've been trying to think of cool decks. I've been watching spoilers intently, waiting for stuff I can add to Battlewits, waiting for a new kind of combo engine or anything like that. What kind of decks do you guys want me to see out of me coming up? What sounds like fun? Also open to Standard. Just if I'm playing Standard, I will probably have to play Arena for a little bit. Also, probably should expect a little more Arena content coming out of me. Not too much, but some. I need to offset the cost a little bit of MTGO because I don't actually have the money to be spending tons and tons on MTGO right now. Trying to save for that house, yo. Alright, opponent gets a Steam Vents. Tapped. Plays an irrigated farmland. This is almost certainly some kind of weird Jeskai. Alright, we'll opt. Land, please. Teferi's not a land. That is, though. Play the land. Pass the turn. Alright, we opt. Trying to tell us I'm moving up in the world? I'm trying. Teferi to the bottom. Land, please. Thank you. Play the land. Yeah, I don't know if we can just slam Jace. Because if they go like counterspell into their Jace, we're screwed. But if they just slam Jace on their turn, we're screwed anyway. Fetch an island. Yeah, we're not going to play anything. I feel like it would be very awful of us to play anything right now. Play a Colonnade. Control battle. Well, we drew a Cryptic. That's pretty decent. Opponent runs out a Spell Queller. Yeah, sure, okay. Gets in for 2. We'll take it. Path the Queller. I'll actually counter and draw this. If our opponent has another spell caller for the Cryptic command, then if we untap draw land, we're going to terminus. Otherwise, we're going to play a Jace and put a terminus on top. So I'm okay with this. I did not expect Jeskai Spirits, though. Oops. I have a Spell Queller. Okay. Essence Flux. Oh, they wow. Wowza. All right. I'll play Jace. Brainstorm with Jace. We're getting some spicy jank going on right now. Jeskai Spirits. Opponent bolts Jace. Sure. Alright. Put back Terminus, Terminus. Play Field of Ruin. Unfortunately not a blue land or a white land, otherwise we could Terminus on our opponent's turn. Opponent gets in for 5, takes us to 12. Miracle Terminus. Alright, opponent, you got any tricks for this one? You got main deck United Will. Alright, pass their own Queller. Sure. Wants to get a land. We get to cast Cryptic for free. Bounce Spire Bluff Canal and draw a card. I'm okay holding a second Terminus, especially if I'm planning on playing Teferi this turn. Okay. Play Teferi. Opponent has Logic Knot for 1. Alright. Well, you got me, opponent. I wasn't expecting Logic Knot. Okay, we draw Mana Leak. I'm going to opt. See if we can't draw something to play. Field of Ruin to the bottom. Play Colonnade. Pass the turn. Opponent helixes us. Getting burned out would be a very sad way to go here. Opponent plays a land. We draw a land. Well, guess we'll fire up Colonnade. Get in for 4, take him to 15. Okay, opponent pass Colonnade. Get an island. Pass the turn. Opponent has another Spell Queller. Okay. Opponent gets in for 2, takes us to 7. We draw a Cryptic command. That might be useful. Well, pass the turn. Opponent chooses to not attack. So we will Field of Ruin, Hallowed Fountain. Get an island. Alright, pass the turn. We're playing the waiting game. Also, welcome new viewers to the stream. I'm Kano, currently sober, playing Blue-White Control in Modern. Good to see some new people around. Alright, we opt. Settle's actually not bad. I'm going to keep Settle the Wreckage. I don't think our opponent will see it coming. Play another Field of Ruin. Pass the turn. Opponent fetches with Flooded Strand. Finds a Hallowed Fountain. How do we have so many Rest in Pieces? Because the version of the deck that I'm playing right now, Raylin, also good to see you, is running 3 in the main. It took it 5-0 to League recently, and I was like, this doesn't run any Snapcasters. This looks like fun. So that's why I made this poor decision with my life. Blow up the Hallowed Mountain. And combos with the Helms, I'm sure you're playing. Shh. Opponent plays a Snapcaster Mage. Sure. Draw to Fairy. Play to Fairy. Plus to Fairy. Play Flooded Strand. Pass the turn. Opponent Lightning Helix's me. Untap, untap. Well, now I'm scared to crack that fetch. Ooh. Attacks me, attacks me. Settle the wreckage. Opponent has Spell Queller. Well, we have to Cryptic. And we're probably just going to die to a Bolt. What? 4 Spell Quellers? Alright. You got me. I wasn't expecting it. Alright, so we'll bring in a Wrath. Porphyry Nodes seems like it might be relevant. Angels are fun. Rest in Peace. At least it wasn't a Bolt, you're right. Welcome, Bob Maggot. Good to see you. They are trying to burn us out, but I don't know that playing Rest in Peace for the sole purpose of trying to shut off Snapcasters versus this deck is any good. Because I don't think they play anything else that uses the Grave. I think it's just Snapcaster. We don't use the Grave at all in this version, so I think maybe if we just keep 1, that's fine. We'll cut a Jace. I'm actually going to play a Timely Reinforcements too. Rest in Peace is main board. This list has 3 Rest in Peace in the main board. That was game 1. You know, because people like to be unreasonable. It 5-0'd a league recently, so I mean, it did something for the guy, right? Or girl, or whoever. We're gonna try like this. Alright. Game 2, we get to be on the play. Oh, it's risky. We'll keep it. It does do something. Alright. Play Colonnade. With an infinite number of monkeys and an infinite number of leagues. That's not true. Battlewitz would have 5-0'd by now. Play an island. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a Flooded Strand. Need more monkeys, duh. I mean, maybe. At least 4 times as many. Alright, well, we're going to field him to fix our mana. Get a Plains. Play a Flooded Strand. Pass the turn. Opponent fetches with Flooded Strand and finds... What do they find? What do they find? An island. Electrolyze. Alright. That's fair. Surprised they didn't get white mana this game. They play an island. Did they side it all out? Is it a transformative sideboard into Through the Breach? Shadow of Doubt? What? We're gonna mana leak the Shadow of Doubt. Is this card playable? Are we getting wrecked by Shadow of Doubt? Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Land, please. There's a land. Play the land. Shadow of Doubt. I can't believe my eyes. Maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I should build a deck full of Shadow of Doubts. We'll play our one of Rest in Peace. Opponent goes to Spell Queller it. Sure. We will let them have it. Opponent plays a Glacial Fortress. Gets in for 2. Path the Spell Queller? Give me that Rest in Peace. Give to me. All the peace are belong to rest. Me. That. Give back. Stop playing dudes. Stop it. I mean, do I just Verdict? He'd have to have another Spell Queller for that. Yeah. And if he could let this resolve and then Spell Queller the Rest in Peace again. He could do that. Because having a Supreme Verdict under a Spell Queller is actually kind of good for your opponent. Because any single target removal becomes a Verdict. I mean, they never draw more than one. The last game was proof of that. I mean, maybe. All right. We get our Rest in Peace casted again. You gonna Spell Queller it again? Snapcaster for Remand. You just don't want this on the board, huh? Maybe with how hard they're fighting over Rest in Pieces, we ought to keep Rest in Pieces in. Play Field of Ruin. Cast Rest in Peace. Are you sure about that, Bob? Are you sure you're sure? Oh, that's why. It's because he had a logic knot. Alright. You can have the logic knot. Mainly because I can't do anything about it. Opponent fetches with Scalding Tarn. It's a Hallowed Fountain and shocks. Electrolyze. Alright. I will keep that. Maybe we should have leaked it. We're probably not leaking much else this game. Cast timely. This is why we should have kept the rest in pieces in. All right. There! I mana leaked the electrolyze. Are you happy? All right. Rest in peace. Rest in peace stays in. I would love to play first. Please and thank you. Yes, I will keep this. I don't know what our opponent's playing, but it has a bad mana base. Eldrazi? We're going to chart some course. And I think this negate's probably useless. Why did it have to be Eldrazi? Thanks. I'm a little confused right now. But not really confused enough to do anything about it. At least it's not good Eldrazi. You're right. It's Eldrazi aggro. Tap all the dudes, draw a card. Draw to Teferi. Well, that's good. Play Teferi, because we have a backup Teferi. Plus Teferi. Draw Terminus. That's kind of saddening. Untap, untap. Pretty much anything but a Thought Knot here. Matter Reshaper. Okay. Oh, that's true. We can hardcast it next turn. You gonna go both at Teferi? Well, joke's on you. You're not. I wish I had better one-liners. I don't have a writer. This is all me. Plus Teferi. Oh yeah? What are you gonna do about that? Untap, untap. Opponent? What are you gonna do about that? Are you gonna cast a Reality Smasher and make me sad? Then I'm gonna have to path? Oh, it's just a Displacer. Okay. That could have been way worse. Opponent casts a Gray Ogre. Do I path? I don't want to path. Nope. No, we definitely didn't path. And this is why. It's like... We're not playing a fair game of Magic right now. And nor will we be soon. Feels good, man. Like John Goodman. It's kind of like a path, but way better. And our opponent gives up. Alright. Versus God knows what Eldrazi. Bring in the Eldrazi aggro, I guess? They don't really have red permanents. Stroke might hit something. I don't think Negate's going to hit a gosh darn thing. Spell Snare might do it. Oh, yes. Everybody who's in chat, if you like art, you should check the link that Bob just posted, because this is an awesome commission he just got. I think we're going to drop a Teferi. I don't think Rest in Peace helps us here. I think if anything it helps our opponent. If they've got the 3 mana that can always be cast from exile guy. And we'll drop Adopt. Try like that. Alright, opponent. I hope you're ready. I will keep this. Opponent starts with a Mutavault. So we start with a Colonnade. Opponent casts a Battlefield Forge and a Mimic. We'll play a Glacial Fortress and a Porphyry Nodes. This should be fun. This will make our opponent either play another creature and we'll get a ton of value from this card, or they won't play another creature and be behind in tempo. Maybe we should have held up Disdainful Stroke. We'll see what happens. Opponent takes Path to Exile, as they are reasonably expected to do, and hits us for 4. Okay, Porphyry Nodes kills Eldrazi Mimic. We draw a Colonnade. So we will play a Colonnade and pass the turn. Cavern. Order. Opponent casts an Eldrazi Obligator. Fires up Mutavault. Well, now we try and opt into a Terminus. We do not get it. Opponent gets in for a boatload. Cycle Illumination. Get a Field of Ruin. Destroy the 3/1. Draw Mana Leak. Play Field of Ruin. Field of Ruin Cavern. Get an island. I hope they don't have another cavern in anything. Teferi's like a Terminus, and that we're going to die because we pay too much mana for spells in Modern. Maybe. Welcome, Cheetah Delicious Dota. Or Cheetah-licious Dota. Alright, well, it doesn't have haste, so it doesn't kill us. Gets in for 6. Takes us to 1. Okay, we kill the Matter Reshaper. Opponent gets an Eldrazi Displacer. We draw an Opt. Nice! I haven't seen any Esper Control deck lists for a while. Do you have one to upload? I'd love to see it. Plus Teferi. Draw Cryptic Command. About 30 years too late on this Cryptic Command. We have to pray for the Opt Terminus. And doesn't even save us because our opponent has a Chalice. Okay. Alright. Alright, we can't lose to bad Eldrazi aggro. Yeah, we'd be happy to see it. Let's take a look at what we got here. This hand is way too slow. This hand is much more reasonable. Let's see, let's see. We'll keep. Yeah, we'll actually keep that on top. Start with a tapped Glacial Fortress. I do... Ooh. What is that card? Is Inquisition Modern legal? Inquisition's not Modern legal. Maybe that's supposed to be Inquisition of Kozilek. Play Plains, pass the turn. Alright. Opponent plays a Matter Reshaper. Let that go. Sorry, I'm trying to juggle too many things right this second. We'll opt. Lyra to the bottom. Draw Colonnade. We'll take 3. Play Field of Ruin, pass the turn. All right. Path, huh? Well, let's nuke the temple. Get a plains. We will path the mimic. Okay. Opponent's going to get to play something else here, but that's alright. How, Cheetalicious, if you're still watching, how has the counterspells and hand hate been lining up? I think Esper takes a lot of skill to pilot because you have a lot of proactive and reactive spells, and I'm not very good at balancing that. So if you have any tips or tricks for that one, I'd be happy to hear them. We're getting spyglassed. Well, hopefully Detention Sphere will do a lot of work here. It's taken me a while to learn all the lines and gifts piles, but it's a pretty powerful list. And the sideboard is good versus spell-based decks. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. I can see how that works. Is Iona only in the sideboard because it's not as good against the field? Is Elishnorn just a better target versus the field? The discard is there to combo out Elishnorn usually, but doubles as early disruption. Okay, okay. That's cool. I can get behind this. Timely reinforcements. Well, let's Detention Sphere the dorks here. They brought in Rest in Peace versus the 3 Rest in Peace deck? Yeah, I know, right? They were afraid of some Snapcasters. Alright, we're getting seared. If they take Timely, hopefully we draw a land for Baneslayer here. If you have Elish in hand, you can unburial. You can get Unburial, Snapcaster, Thoughtseize, and Collective Brutality, and you can cheat Elish early. Oh yeah, that's actually a really clever way to ensure that you can get the combo out. Yep, they took Baneslayer. Alright, so we're going to shock a Hallowed Fountain and cast Timely. This way we can hold up Disdainful Stroke. Our opponent knows we have it, so there's no reason for us to like try and feint that we don't or anything. Some games you board in Elish and Iona for more threats or combo potential, like versus Storm, where both would be useful. Yeah, that's fair. I play Battlewitz, Blue-White Control, like, expanded into a Battlewitz deck, and it splashes black for a, like, Gifts Ungiven Unburial Rights win, because you're very unlikely to draw your reanimation targets in that deck. But it does occasionally draw them awkwardly, so having some Hand Hate or Collective Brutality or two in there just to get that combo in there might actually be worth it. I haven't considered that line, so thank you. I really appreciate that. Alright, we're just on the delay plan, so we're going to block. Yeah, that's true. You can occasionally get to games in Modern where you can hardcaster, which is pretty sweet. I also like that you have Gifts Ungiven as an actual, let's see, counter target spell, bounce target permanent. Blue, 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 white. I actually like that you have Gifts Ungiven not only for the combo, but as like a card advantage card. I like seeing the card used for what it's intended for, and not just as the, like, cheat this out to win the game card. Alright, we'll double block to kill Matter Reshaper. Did they get a Matter Reshaper? No. Okay. Oh, it didn't die. Sweet. Alright, we get a Flooded Strand. Play Flooded Strand. Pass the turn. Okay. We're gonna get an island. Yeah, that's pretty nasty. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm thinking counter and bounce the Spyglass. And if they could have mana to replay the Spyglass, then I guess that's whatever. I'm actually going to do that. Because otherwise we get down to Teferi. Which I think is a high enough upside. Even if we get a single draw off Teferi here, it's going to really help. If we can get to our other detention sphere to actually answer the Spyglass and use Teferi as a win condition, that'd be really great. It also means our opponent has to choose between Spyglass and Thought Knot next turn unless they draw Temple. So play Teferi, plus Teferi, play land. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. Play an island, chart a course, pitch Terminus, untap, untap. So now they have to play the Spyglass. Unmoored Ego is something I'm trying out versus Combo and Tron. Otherwise, it's an Ashiok versus the green-black players at my local meta. I think that's pretty reasonable. I mean, it's never quite dead. Plus, you can name lands with it. It's a... Let's see. Because that's the choose any card name. Yeah, and you search for 4 copies of it. That's fair. I would definitely do that if I didn't have access to surgical extractions, which I don't in paper, so that's a completely reasonable inclusion there. Plus, it doesn't require you to force them to discard the first one. Like, you don't have to Ghost Quarter a Tron land. So. I like how they attacked Teferi and then played... and then played this naming Teferi. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's reasonable. Do we play? No, we don't. We'll play Porphyry Notes. It just directly into this chalice because I'm not reading the board and getting distracted. All right, pass the turn. Everybody ignore me over here. I'm curious, and I have no idea as to the. I really like Jace Vryn's Prodigy. I think any 2-mana value engine like that is excellent in control. I play in Battle of Wits. I'll play things like Thematic Compass, Treasure Map. Any 2-mana thing like that is definitely worth it. All right, we'll stroke that one. I really like that. I'm really curious though. Is there a reason that you're not running Esper Charm? Is that for more of like a grindy, like attrition-based sort of deck that you're not playing, or I'm just curious. I have no idea. I don't play Esper usually, so. Okay, they killed Teferi anyway. I don't know why I keep doing that. This is the second time I've done that. Dang it, Bob, you distracted me. See you soon. I'm gonna die to bad Eldrazi aggro, partially because I'm awful. Alright. We draw Cryptic Command. Okay, Cryptic's good here. Cryptic lets us stay alive. There are a few fringe Esper builds I've looked into. Esper Charm belongs in a pure Drago strategy, but I don't think it's fair enough, personally. Alright. Alright, I can see that. Good to know. Appreciate the insight. We draw Jace. Opponent's going to Thought Not Sear it away. Well, Terminus off the top, please. Please, Top Deck God. I've believed in you since you showed me your existence. Show me the Terminus! Aw. Okay. Dang it. Well, even if we had it, they had the Reality Smasher. Well, we won 3. All in all, I really miss Snapcasters, and I think if blue-white control isn't a bad enough place that you need to run 3 Rest in Pieces in the main, I think that you probably should play a deck other than blue-white control.